Hey guys, Notorious here, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 armor guide. Now, today's armor guide is going to be on all the robot armors, and the reason why I'm doing them all at once is because it's difficult for me to obtain this armor, and I don't have all the pieces after many hours of trying to get it. It is also one of the worst armors in the game, so I would not like to waste more of my time on trying to obtain it. Alright, so let's start off with light armor. As you can see in front of me, this is the only one I have a full set of. So if you have from my notes, let me check. Alright, so robot light armor, if you have a full set of this, as I currently do, you will have a total damage resistance of 64 and 64 energy resistance. This armor's energy and damage resistance will always be a same number, so that means it's balanced. The only other armor that does the same thing is combat armor, but combat armor is a lot better than robot. You could say that robot armor is mocking combat armor, since combat armor is one of the best armors in this game. Alright, let's go with, its total weight is going to be 10.5. So it's kind of light, but also decently heavy. Alright, now here comes to the only reason why this armor would be good in any reason is because it seems to be an armor based on durability. So out of all the armors I've gone over, for instance, I'm going to take one right here. Marine armor, right? For instance, marine armor has 52 on each arms, legs, and chest, which would bring you up to a 260. Marine armor is one of the best armors in this game. Okay, it's one of the best ones. Now for robot, if you have a light armor set, every arms, legs, and chest is 74. So basically this is an armor that has more durability. It has less protection but more durability, so then you don't have to keep repairing it. But it's still not worth having. The only thing I could really see about it is that it has radiation resistance, but since there are certain perks that we can put on, or even legendary perks, it doesn't really help us out all that much. My apologies. So, as I said before, the robot light armor has 74 for arms, legs, and chest piece. That brings you up to 370 total durability. Now that is a lot versus, as I just gave you an example of, marine armor. If you happen to improve the armor, which means you're using advanced repair kits, which I'm not actually quite sure how to get. I used to think that you can get them in the autonomous shop, or you could get them in the pass, as you see here, our scoreboard. So here in our scoreboard, you would normally see things like these boxes, and they would show you like legendary modules, or there's the carry weight boosters and etc. They used to have, is there one? So there used to be like advanced repair kits. Now I don't know how you can obtain them. I'm guessing you buy them or you earn them. To be honest, I actually haven't been getting any new improved repair kits, but if you do have them and you know how to get them, you will bring up your arms, legs, and chest pieces up to 89 durability per piece, which will bring you up to 445. That is a lot of durability for this crap armor. Now, let's go ahead and switch over to what little bit on sturdy armor I have. That's my chest piece, so I guess I only got 3 pieces. Well, alright, I'm just going to throw on whatever I don't have in the chest piece. So this is not how it looks because I don't have all the pieces, but I'm pretty sure you could go ahead and understand how it would look. I apologize for not having all the pieces, but as you can see on the arms, they are a bit more buffed out compared to, what is that, left? Compared to the standard right arm, so it basically just adds a little more armor to it. Now, let me look at my notes again. Right here, so sturdy robot armor. if you have a full set, unlike I do, it will bring you up to 84 damage and energy resistance. Now, if I look on my light armor for combat, 84 for energy resistance and damage resistance is the same as combat light armor. So that just shows you how crap this armor is. As I said before, it is made for durability reasons. But there's nothing in like the crafting that would like help you. What is it? So for instance, I recently learned how Trapper armor is one of the only armors that does not take ballistic fibers. So Robot armor doesn't do that. It doesn't have anything special. It's just all durability based. Now, your total weight of this sturdy armor will be 23.1. It is incredibly heavy for an armor, but versus having its better counterpart combat armor, it is only 3.5 pounds heavier. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the durability for this sturdy robot armor. I'm sorry, I apologize. If you have a full set like I do not, you will have on each arms, legs, and chest a total of 86 for each piece, which will bring you up to 430. That's pretty good durability. I currently wear Raider armor, and Robot armor's durability is better than Raider's armor. I'm going to read you a quick passage of Raider's. So I wear I wear a full set of heavy. So my full set of heavy Raider armor only brings me up to 73 on normal durability, which brings me up to 365. For the sturdy Raider, my apologies, I am all over the place today, brings you up to 86, which is 430. That's a lot. So definitely, it is one of the worst armors, but it has more durability. So if you need an armor with the most durability, and you don't really care about your damage resistance or energy resistance, Robot armor is the way to go. Now, if you happen to improve your sturdy armor, and you have these improved repair kits, you will bring everything up to 101, which will bring everything up to 505 durability. So, it's a lot of durability still versus anything else. Now, I'm going to switch to heavy. What little bit of heavy I acquired. Here it is, heavy, that's also heavy. Alright, so then the only piece I have on me that isn't heavy would be... So I had everything but the left leg. Alright, legs, trying to find legs in armor is actually extremely difficult. So this is what the heavy armor would look like. As you see, the left leg is incorrect, so just if you could imagine the right leg the same as left. So... really, this armor still isn't the greatest. So let's go ahead and go over its stats. Now, from my current notes, I have from Robot armor, you will have a total of 107 for both damage resistance and energy resistance. Compared to combat armor on sturdy, that is literally what it says, the same thing. So if you had sturdy combat armor, you would have the same exact numbers, which is 107 for both. So still combat armor is the better half of robot. Now, its total weight will be 31.2. Do understand that some of these numbers I could not get because if you do go onto the wiki, the numbers aren't there, so I had to do some math from current numbers that I had between combat and robot and get them. Really, I don't know the actual numbers. I did check on here and it seems to line up. So, there you go. If you want to go ahead, remember that I do have mutations on, and I have some apparel that boosts my stuff a little bit. So, it definitely probably is, yeah, it's 107 for both. Now, its total durability, from what I've recently written down, your arms, legs, and chest piece will be 97 durability without improved, which will bring you up to a normal amount of durability, 485 durability in total. That's a lot. Now let's see if I can give a better example. So far on all my notes, Robot has the highest durability. Let's see. Alright, so here it is. Urban Scout Armor. I made a video on that a while back. Now, Urban Scout Armor was a light armor, if you remember. Now, from just improved Urban Scout Armor brings you up to 395. With heavy armor, that is 485. So you get a lot more. And that's just a light armor for Urban Scout Armor or whatever. But for heavy robot armor, that's a standard 485. Now if you have an improved repair kit, you will bring it up to 112 for each piece. That brings you up to 560. I'm pretty sure that robot armor is the only armor that has the most durability. Do not quote me on this because I haven't done the rest, but it is one of the only ones that have the highest amount of durability. So, robot armor is not the greatest armor. You really don't want to be using this. If you just want to wear it and you don't really care about your damage resistance or energy resistance, but the only thing that will probably kill you is the weight because it is 31. You can of course acquire perks, like for instance, here it is. Sturdy frame, which would go ahead and lessen your armor weight. If you have this at 2 stars, it brings it up to 50. As you see, it brings up to 50% less, which is around 15.1. So instead of it being 31.2, it's 15.1. The only other thing you could do is put like lighter build on it, or probably like comfort fit or something. So let's go ahead and run down here to my base and show you the modifications. Alright, so in your upgrades you will have it's incorrect. Oh sorry, okay, so in your upgrades of course you're going to want the highest version of whatever you can have. I'm pretty sure I do not actually have it, my mistake, and I don't have that information in front of me. But anyway, of course, with any armor, you're gonna, of course, want to put the highest amount of damage and energy resistance you can. As I said, robot armor has radiation resistance. As you can see, it went from 15 to 21. That's not increasingly a lot, but it does help you against radiation. So I guess that would be another good quality of robot armor, is that it has radiation resistance. Now as you can see, my chest piece, I only have 3 things unlocked. Your mods, I don't have anything. I only have is plated currently because I do not wear this armor. So with every piece, in order to get more mods, you can either go to any vendor, any of the railroad vendors. You can go to them and get the pieces. You can buy the mods with caps, or you can keep scrapping. So if you want to go to Pleasant Valley Station or RNG, which is way down here, or even I don't think White Springs sells it. Definitely Sunny Top. Any of these vendors will sell you the plans you need to obtain other mods to your robot armor. Another way is by scrapping them. So when you scrap armor, there is some sort of like number count the game has that will know when you scrapped enough armor to get your next mod or upgrade or whatever it is. Now, a quick rundown is, as you see, chest pieces have 13 arms. Okay, the left arm has 16. When the left, okay, that's the left arm, that's why. Do I have it right? Okay, so chest pieces are 13. It looks like both arms are 16 and all legs are 14. Let's check this with the rest. Yep, seems to coincide with the rest of the armor. In order to obtain this armor naturally or by buying it, you can go ahead and head down to White Springs. Now, when you go to White Springs, you're going to go down the stairs to your right to the shopping district, over to the Brotherhood of Steel vendor, which will be on your left, and it'll be the Protectron. Now, the Protectron is the only one that will sell the robot armor out of any of the vendors. Now, to obtain it is extremely difficult. As you saw, I did not have everything, and I spent the last 2-3 hours trying to obtain it by loading in, loading out, coming back in, and trying to get the armor. Well, to be honest, the chances of getting armor off of him are extremely rare and hard. Reason being, since he's the only vendor to sell it, the chances of getting the armor you want is randomized. There was a couple times where I loaded in and he didn't even have robot armor. So trying to find, for instance, heavy robot armor is a lot easier to buy off of him than finding sturdy armor. Sturdy armor was the only armor that I couldn't find, like, frequently on him. The other thing would just be normal light robot armor. You can buy it off of him. Now, sometimes you'll get lucky, and when he spawns, you'll get maybe 2 to 3 robot armor pieces, but normally it's around 1. No other vendor will sell this armor. The only other places you can get it are these locations. If you want any of the helmets, of course, you will have to go to your workbench and go to craft. Go down to helmets, and they're all right here. And it shows you exactly what you need to obtain them. The only other places it says that you can apparently craft it, I do not think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any unless it's heavy armor. It might be in heavy. Yeah, so you can craft some of them in a workbench, but I've never seen any mods or plans to be able to learn and make this armor. As you see, all I have is heavy. I don't even have it in light armor, I believe. Yeah, it's not even there. So finding these plans will be incredibly difficult. It even says on the wiki that, or it doesn't even say anything on the wiki about finding them in notes. It just says that it can be crafted at a workbench, which means you have to be able to find it somewhere. But to obtain it, normally you can get it at events called Bots Praise. It is a really good event. One does spawn around here, somewhere around Harper's Ferry. I know it spawns down here in the Cranberry Bog, somewhere around here, I believe. I remember it spawning somewhere around Watoga, at least. Bots Praise is pretty much all over the map. Let's see, is that Bots Praise? Oh, that's tea time. It's currently not going on, but you can definitely get it at Bots Praise. Now, it says it can be sold at the Brotherhood of Steel vendor, as I already talked to you about. That is, of course, here in White Springs. Alright, so it just says that it can be dropped by legendary creatures and events, so I'm going to assume Bots Praise or any other robot event, it will be dropped. So basically, robot armor is not the greatest armor in the game. It is mainly used as a durability armor. It does not help you with any way with crafting. It still takes the major resources like screws and ballistic fiber, which I know is hard to find, and I will probably make a video later on how to get that a lot more frequently. But basically, if you just want an armor with high durability and you don't want to repair so much, robot armor is going to be your best bet. I recommend you do not wear this armor, but if you don't really care about what you wear or what you use, that's going to be what you're going to want to do. Now, as I told you before, combat armor would be its better half. The only difference that it would have on it, besides better energy resistance and damage resistance, would be robot armor has radiation resistance, even though combat has better stats. So, that's pretty much it. If you're trying to obtain this armor, understand it is very difficult, even for me. It was difficult to obtain. So yeah, if you guys liked it, please comment down below, tell me what you think. I apologize again if this video was kind of spastic and wasn't as great as my other videos, but understand that I do not like this armor, and I also didn't even want to make this video. I just made it because I knew I'd probably get questions about it. Anyway, thanks guys. My name's Notorious, and have a wonderful day.